Hey, how's it going? Kenny here, and welcome back to Non-League to Giants. And up in today's episode, we have two huge games. We've got Liverpool at home first in the league, and then we face Man United away in the FA Cup quarter-final. So in the last episode there, we had a great last-minute winner against Wolves in what I call the biggest game of the season, in the league at least. This game against Liverpool, though, could eclipse that in the biggest game of the season now, to be honest. We are sitting 7th in the league. They are sitting 8th in the league. We're now 3 points behind Wolves, and they have 2 games in hand. I wouldn't say I've fully given up hope on a top 6 finish, but it does seem a little bit unlikely now, because if Wolves win their 2 games in hand, they'll be 9 points clear of us with 8 games to go. But we can still secure that 7th place finish, and although it could be taken away from us, depending on the winner of the FA Cup, it won't be taken away from the winner of the Carabao Cup. It was a Chelsea-Arsenal final in the Carabao Cup. I'm not sure who won it. Probably should check that out, to be honest. But yeah, it won't be taken by the Carabao Cup winner. But depending on who wins the FA Cup, even if we finish in 7th place, you might not qualify for a next season's European competition. Although saying that, we are still currently in the Europa League, and we're still currently in the FA Cup as well. Whether it be in the FA Cup at the end of the episode or not is a different question entirely. But there are still big chances for us to qualify for a European competition for next season. What it'll be, though, it's a different question. If you win the Europa League, it'll be the Champions League. If we finish in the top 6 and win the FA Cup, it'll be the Europa League. If we finish 7th place and a team who will finish in the top 6 wins the FA Cup, will qualify for the Europa Conference League. So many scenarios are still on the cards here for us. One thing is paramount, though. We need to start off this episode with a win, because Liverpool are only 1 point behind us and they have a game in hand. So a loss here to Liverpool at home, this could prove very costly in terms of finishing 7th place as well. So at minimum, I'd like to finish in 7th place, but it's easier said than done, especially with a team like Liverpool breathing down your neck. Anyway, in terms of the recent results, it's gone quite well since the last episode. Not been perfect, though, to be honest. We played Cardiff away in the next game after beating Wolves. We beat them 1-0 away in the FA Cup 4th round. Andy Booth with a great goal. A player who's been underwhelming this season, to be honest, Andy Booth. But he got us the win in this game, which was very nice. After that, we won away from home to Crystal Palace, our first away win in the league since we beat Aston Villa, I think. Yeah, since we beat Aston Villa, of course, away from home, been terrible recently. Terrible this season, sorry. But we didn't show that in this game. We beat Palace 4-0, which was very nice. Saying that, though, Palace are arguably the worst team in the league, so wasn't that much of a feat. But again, 4-0 away, really nice. Costa with a brace in the game. Gonzalez and Grana on the score sheet as well. After that, we played Aston Villa again, beat them 3-0 away. We beat them 4-1 at home. This was very nice as well. Edson, Coric with a brace, and Acosta made it 4-0. And they got a consolation goal. Our former player, our former youth prospect, David Helm, he got the goal back in the 90th minute. He didn't celebrate, though, so that was nice. And yeah, it ruined a clean sheet, but if anyone's going to ruin a clean sheet, I'll let it be David Helm. So yeah, 2 great back-to-back wins there. 8 goals scored in 2 games. I thought we'd turn a corner, to be honest. But then after that, we played West Ham away from home. A team in the bottom half. I had hopes here for us to win the game. But unfortunately, we got battered 3-0. This was a disappointing defeat, this one. But all in all, 6 points out of those 3 games, especially with how poor we've been away from home. Wasn't too bad. After that, we faced Leeds away in the FA Cup 5th round. Another Championship team. Beat them 4-2, which was nice. We were 1-0 down in the game as well through a goal from Edu Fuba. We went 4-1 up in the game, and they got a late goal back from Edu Fuba again. Nesta Rocha got his first goal of the season in this game, I believe, as well. Was it this game? It was this game. Nesta Rocha, it took him to the 28th of February to get his first goal of the season. And then get this, after he scored his first goal of the season, a couple of games later, he got his second goal of the season. So now he's got 2 goals for the season. And still yet to score a goal in the Premier League, though, Nesta Rocha. Let's hope he can have some sort of great ending to the season. That'd be very nice. Anyway, after beating Leeds away in the FA Cup 5th round, we faced Arsenal at home, a team who have battered us 6-3 and 4-1 already this season. We went 2-0 down in this game as well, early on, through goals from Dest and Okoli. But, fortunately, we mounted back a comeback, and we ended up drawing the game 2-2, which was nice. Obviously, it'd be nice to win the game. Arsenal are top of the league, though. To come back from 2-0 down against top of the league Arsenal to draw the game 2-2 is quite a decent result. Coric got a penalty in the 30th minute, and then Ronnie Gomez, with his first goal for the club, got us the equaliser. So that was quite nice, but no win in the last 2 games in the league. Proving a little bit costly, because now Wolves have run clear of us right now. That's what I mean when I say the Liverpool game is very important. And just for the episode, interestingly enough, We faced CSKA 1948 Sofia in the last episode there, in the final game of the Europa League phase. And who did we get in the round of 16? That's right, their cousins, CSKA Sofia. We beat them 2-1 away from home. You know what, I'm actually devastated the fact that we conceded a goal here, because we absolutely battered them in this game. They had more possession than us though. They keep the ball rather well. They just don't create any chances. We were 2-0 up in the game. Nestor Rocha with his second goal of the season. Edson made it 2-0, absolutely cruising. But then late on, they broke the defensive line and they got an equaliser, well not equaliser, consolation goal, sorry, through Zdravko Normov in the 88th minute. I don't think it's going to prove costly for us though, to be honest. I think we're going to cruise through at home. That is why I'm not featuring that game in today's episode. As you can see, we're Liverpool at home. Then I'm going to play the CSKA Sofia home game off camera, and I'll bring you back for the FA Cup quarter-final. Again, similar to the last episode, if something disastrous is happening at half-time, I'll start recording this game, but you know, the way we battered them away from home is 2-1, but it should be about 4 or 5-0, to be honest. I can't see us dropping points or losing the game, at home to them. It's not in a scenario, in my opinion. So hopefully it doesn't backfire. But in this episode, Liverpool at home and Man United away in the FA Cup quarter-final. Anyway, some news about the Europa League. Obviously, if you're familiar with the rules in real life, you will know that in the Champions League, in the group phase, the team who finishes third in the Champions League group stage, they go through to the Europa League. I think it's the round of 16 they go straight through to, I think. Maybe I'm wrong. And, of course, the team who finishes fourth is limited from all European football. With the league phase, though, I don't know if this is true for the entirety of the league phase or just because it's, 10 seasons into the simulation here. But no teams from the Champions League have dropped down into the Europa League. So that has made me very happy, to be honest, because now I think that we've got a serious chance to win the Europa League. We actually have got a serious chance. I'm not going to say we will win the Europa League, but if you look at the teams in there, surely we are one of the bigger teams, being from the Premier League as well. You know, you got West Ham in here. I'm pretty sure we're going through to the next round. Beat Wolfsburg 6-1 in the first leg. We're a better team than West Ham. Might sound a little bit hypocritical since we just lost 3-0 to them, but we are a better team than West Ham these days. So that is the other English representative in the Europa League here. You're looking at the other teams. You got some decent teams like Atlanta, Sporting Lisbon as well. Atletico Madrid are the biggest team in the competition, I'd say. And they got a tricky draw against Sporting Lisbon. I really hope Sporting Lisbon knocked them out. It's 0-0 after the first leg. And you also got Lazio in here as well. Freiburg, who we lost to, of course. But realistically, looking at the teams here, I can only really think of one team that probably are better than us, and that is Atletico Madrid. So with that taken into regard, we have got a serious chance of winning this competition. And of course, if we win the competition, at least I think we do, the winner of the competition qualifies for the Champions League group stage. So yeah, it's a big deal, really, really big deal. And it looks like, touch wood, that we are going straight through to the quarter-final. Hopefully we get a favourable draw. Also, the quarter-final draw will take place in this episode before the Man United game. So we'll see who we get. Hopefully we avoid Atletico Madrid. And of course, we're still in the FA Cup as well. Interestingly enough, this is the furthest I've ever been in the FA Cup through to the quarter-final. So that's nice, but we got given a very, very tricky draw away to Man United. And look at the teams left in it as well. You know, Man City, Liverpool, Brighton in there, Chelsea, Newcastle, Man United. Even if we got through Man United, it'd still be very, very tricky for us to win the competition. But obviously, we've got to give it our all. Anyway, let's get to the first game then, at home to Liverpool. And in terms of the team sheet for today's game, we've got Pau Lopez in goal, De Jong right back, and Aquia left back, Alphonse and Jimenez centre backs. And we've got Guevara, Moreno, and Acosta in midfield, Rocha on the right wing, Mertens on the left wing, and Koric up front. So unfortunately, since the last episode, we've been dealt a huge blow. We got a serious injury to our number one goalkeeper, Vicario. He's been out for at least 6 or 7 games already. He got a hip injury. He's out between another 4 weeks and 2 months. So it looks like he's going to miss the rest of the season. Maybe I'm hoping that if we've got a big final to play, maybe a Europa League final or an FA Cup final, who knows. Obviously a big game towards the end of the season. He may be back for that, for the final couple of games maybe. But yeah, missing him is a real big problem because our backup goalkeeper, Pau Lopez, at his age now, he's just clearly not good enough for Premier League football. So, and also the ironic thing is, I was looking for a backup goalkeeper in January, and I found one. £9 million, not the greatest, but a decent backup goalkeeper, still young as well. But I decided not to sign him because I thought I don't really need a backup goalkeeper now. I'll just look for a goalkeeper in the summer. And boy was I wrong, because just a couple of weeks later, Vicario got a serious injury in training and he's out for about 3 months. So yeah, a big loss to have Vicario injured. We really are desperate for a goalkeeper here at the club. Paul Lopez, he hasn't been terrible filling in for him. Not a complete waste of space, but he definitely hasn't put in too many great performances as well. Look, he's got a 6.5 against West Ham. Didn't do too well against Aston Villa either. He had a good performance against Leeds, to be fair. That's a championship team. And then, the other ratings he's got has been under par. So, and look at the state of him here. Look at his grind. It looks absolutely terrible, doesn't it? Absolutely terrible. Obviously, his shot stopping is still good. Distribution is good as well. Aerial ability is meh for a goalkeeper, and everything else is on the poor side, to be honest. So, yeah, he's definitely a weak link in our squad. Hopefully, though, we can still grind out some results with him in the team. In terms of other injuries, I don't think we're missing anyone. Pellegrini's out with a slight injury. He's back to training in 6 days. Other than that, we've got a fully fit team, but we're missing a goalkeeper here today. But Liverpool at home, we got a draw away to them early on in the season. They've had a poor one. We definitely have got it in us to win the game. Will we win the game, though? Let's find out. Before we get started with this first game, guys, please remember that if you do like this video, hit that like button for me. It's really important for the video's success. And also, if you're new around here, do consider hitting that subscribe button as well. Only 30 subscribers away now from 1,000, which is absolutely amazing. So if you could help me out on my journey to 1,000, it'd be much appreciated. So anyway, let's get started with this game. At home to Liverpool. This is definitely a winnable game for us, but they've still got a great team, Liverpool. They've got Diego Simeone as manager as well. A man who conflicts opinions, that is for sure. Or divides opinions, shall I say. But obviously, he's still a great manager. So let's see what will happen here. I'm hoping for a win, though. Beat Wolves at home in our big game in the last episode. Can we do it here as well today? Not been a great start to the match, though, has it? And 10 minutes in, Liverpool with a dangerous free kick opportunity. And Aquila clears it, though. Do we have a chance to counter here? No, we don't. Here's Harvey Elliott with the ball to Paulo Henrique. Back to, who's that? Pelopidas. There's Declan Rice playing at centre-back. He's played at centre-back most of his career at Liverpool, I think, in this universe. Anyway, I'm not liking the look of this highlight, to be honest. I can see a big chance coming here. Here's Reina. Oh, that's a penalty, isn't it? No, it's not. Alexander-Arnold. Well, terrible start to this massive game of the season here for us. Really, really poor. We are sitting 7th in the league. Well, 8th currently as it stands, and we're losing the game, but we haven't been fully convincing this season, to be honest. We haven't been fully convincing. And we start off the season, well, they're dominating us. Start off the game 1-0 down. Absolutely dominating us, they are. It's a terrible start to the match. It's 20 minutes in, we're still yet to have a shot. Pretty filth. Pretty filth, to tell you the truth. As I said, I changed the tactic a little bit. Went more conservative to try and help with the defensive elements of thing. But it seems to have taken away a bit from the chances created. Anyway, will we create a chance here? Rocha, a lovely ball for Coric. Oh, my word. Coric, I'm expecting him to bury a chance like that. He's been a great striker this season, Coric. He's not been fully consistent, but he's been consistent more than often. So he's definitely a great striker to have and still young as well. But this game so far has been really, really poor by us, this. Really, really poor. Terrible way to start the episode and not looking well for our top 7 hopes. Anyway, here's Nestor Rocha. He's found a little bit of life recently. Had a terrible season. Still got a massive bid from him from Bayern Munich, but I know he's got potential still, and he's got a couple of goals now in 3 games. So, can he add another goal? Here's Rocha. Back to De Jong. Come on, let's create another chance here. Here's Rocha. Create that chance for Coric, of course. Coric is through again. Got to score Coric this time, please. Yes, get in. Get in there. That's his 23rd goal of the season, Coric. 23rd goal of the season. It's been a great signing. Can't remember how much I signed him for. I think it was 16 million. So, yeah, it was a great replacement for Alberton. We're back in the game. Hasn't been a great start to the game for us, but created a couple of chances now. Coric missed his first chance, but this time he doesn't miss again, and it's 1-1. Comes straight back on the highlight, though, straight from kickoff, which is never a good sign. Unless we score again, of course. Here's Vinicius. Out to Reina. Oh, my word. Oh, good save from Lopez. And De Jong clears it for a corner. But they almost took the lead again immediately from kickoff after us equalising. Anyway, corner chance for Liverpool here. Elliott to take it. Yeah, although it's 1-1 in the game, it's still not been a great performance by us, is it? 2 shots, 1 on target. It's all Liverpool right now. And now it's 2-1. It's going to VAR, but I can't see anything wrong with that, to be honest. This is one of those where I think it's guaranteed to be given. Yeah, it's guaranteed. I couldn't see anything wrong with it. What's wrong with that? There's nothing wrong with it. Oh my word, they dominated this first half. They really have dominated this first half. Terrible. Really terrible. That water bottle was making an appearance at half time, and also might need to change things up here. Let's keep it at 2-1 before half time though, boys. Let's not make it 3-1. Because that could be game over. Wow. It's going to go 3-1, isn't it? He won the ball. He won the ball. Here's De Jong. Get out of the pitch. Alright, he's doing well here, De Jong. He goes long to Koric again, but no, he can't find him. And here comes Liverpool again. Here's Karabelliov. Lovely tackle from Guevara, that. Get in. Lovely tackle. Interesting news about Guevara. After his injuries, his stamina went down from 16 to 13. And within just a year, he's got his stamina back from 13 to 17 now. So he really has improved. Anyway, here's Mertens. Got to score, Mertens. Get in there. Get in there. It looked like he scuffed his shot there, but it went in the back of the net. He's another one. He's really improved recently as well. It still might not stop me selling him end of the season because he still demands to be a star player. And I think it's clear after 2 seasons, he is definitely not star player worthy. Regular starter at best. At best. So he might have to leave. But he done the business there for us. Been a poor first half, to be honest. But it has been 4 goals. Quite entertaining, but still thrashing the arms about. Still not happy with what I've seen so far. Well, I've decided to put the trigger the press higher in the second half. I've also put trigger press much more often as well. Going a little bit more expansive in the game. Because Liverpool are kind of dominating us. Even though it's 2-2 in the game, they are creating abundance of chances against us. So let's attack with attack. Attack with attack? What on earth am I saying? I have no idea. Anyway, here's Liverpool the attack again. And they've scored again. Defensively, we are absolutely shambolic in this game here today. Absolutely shambolic. What is going on? You know what? I can't blame the goalkeeper completely, but if we had Vicario in goal, you know, we need to do better than Paul Lopez. I don't know. It's been terrible, hasn't it, defensively this game? Oh my word. Alright, you know what? Let's put the defensive line higher as well. We've got to go for things now a bit more, haven't we? It's a big game after all. Very big game for us. You know, I feel like taking one of these defenders off, to be honest. They've been so bad. Booth's been the only one who's been good, but he's carrying an injury now. Take him off. Take off De Jong, sorry. Bring on Booth for him. Yeah, take off Jimenez. Not happy with him. Our centre-backs have really been struggling recently, to be honest. There's not been too many good performances from the centre-backs. Also, you know what? Let's bring on Edson as well. Let's bring him on for Lucas Mertens. Let's see what Edson can do. 30 minutes to go, as I said. Not been great this performance by us. Not been great at all. Defensively, shambles, you know. A draw in the game is not terrible. Obviously, we stay above Liverpool. They've got the game in hand. That looks like a penalty. It's not a penalty. Apparently, it's not a penalty. It looked like a penalty. But a loss in the game could prove really, really costly for us coming into the season, to be honest. Liverpool win here. They go 2 points above us and with a game in hand. They're having a field day in the attack today, aren't they? They're an absolute field day. That was a terrible pass. And then what is Moreno doing? What is Moreno doing? Let's fire him up, see if that does anything for him. Because it's been terrible. Really, really terrible. Got a corner chance here, though. Can we get a third goal? Against all odds here? No, because Hedel gathers it very, very easily. At this point in the game, 20 minutes to go, 3-2 down. I will take a draw at this point. I will take a draw. But I'm not happy with his defence here today. I am not happy. As I said, centre-backs have been poor recently. Goalkeeper's not fully convincing. Here's Edson. We've got a chance here, have we? No. Terrible cross from Edson, that. And there we come Liverpool again. Just seems like a walk in the park for him. Seems like defensively they're not great either, to be honest. Here's Edson. Come on, got to be a goal here. It is a goal. Get in there. I thought, what is he doing? This selfish sod. What is he doing? But he knows what he's doing. Come on. 20 minutes to go. It's 3-3 now. Do I change anything here? You know what? No risk, no reward, as they say, right? Let's keep it as it is. Let's keep it as it is. We can make another change, can't we? Another 2 changes, actually. Angry. Moreno. Why are you angry, Moreno? Don't be angry. Let's take him off. Let's bring on a Sugo for him. And let's put Guevara as the ball midfielder. And a Sugo as the box-to-box midfielder. You know what? Put the defensive line a little bit lower again. And that's about it. 20 minutes to go. Are they going to score from kickoff straight away again? I hope not. 6 goals in this game. 3-all. I don't know how we scored 3 goals, to be honest. I can see how they scored 3 goals, but us, don't know. As I said, the way we played in this game, I will take a 3-3 draw. Don't concede again straight after. Vafali, nice covering there, mate. Nice covering. Here's Booth to Vafali. Moreno to Alphonse. As I said, both teams can't defend very well in this game, can they? Vafali to Guevara. Get it forward, would you, please? Get it forward. Stop messing around here. Back to Vafali. Seems a little bit like a pointless highlight so far, doesn't it? Hope it leads to something for us. Oh, no. Oh, we keep the ball. What's going on here? Get an attack on the go, would you? What's happening? Alright, here we go. We're in a good part of the pitch now. Here's Rocha to Koric. And Aquia. Come on, get fourth goal. And Aquia. What a waste. What a terrible, terrible effort. That is a left-back effort, and Aquia. What are you doing? We'll come back on the highlight straight away again. This is going to be a thrilling end to the match, this one. Who is going to get the win here? Are we led in the game yet? I don't think we're led in the game at all. Here's Santos to Elliott. Oh, no. My heart couldn't take it then. I didn't know what on earth he was doing, but he got the ball, thankfully. Anyway, what a long heart. Are we on full match or something now? I've not. Anyway, here's Koric with the ball. Oh, what a player. Oh, where's he gone? Where's he gone? Koric, where are you going? Oh, lovely play from Koric. Yeah, we still are on key highlights. We've been a bit better in the second half, though. Looking a bit like the better team. Come on, 10 minutes to go. This would be a great win for us, this. Be a great win. Now, I don't know if I'll accept a draw. Anyway, here's Rocha. Acosta! Get in there. Come on. 4-3 in the game now. What a turnaround in the second half this is. Had a much better second half. And now I think it's safe to say we don't need to go so positive anymore. 10 minutes to go, though. Let's put shorter passing on. Let's get distributed quickly off. You know, let's go back to balanced as well. Put mid block in there as well. Let's go, you know, a little bit more safe. Let's start time wasting a little bit as well. Not too much, just a little bit. You know what? We make one more change, can't we? Alright, 10 minutes to go. Still, especially with this game as well. 7 goals in the game so far. Might still be a chance for Liverpool to equalise, but we've gone back to a standard 4-3-3. Put Guevara deeper and also gone balanced as well. Start time wasting a little bit. Can we hold on to this win? No, the way the game's gone, I'm expecting another goal, to be honest. And look at that, straight from kickoff. Liverpool on a highlight already. Been a thrilling game though, isn't it? They give the ball away though. Here's Guevara. Come on, get a 5th goal. Kill him off. Oh, we're having a field day in a second. Edson, go on, man. Oh, that would have been sensational. That would have been absolutely sensational. This game is just highlight after highlight. We're back on the highlight again a minute later. Doesn't stop. It makes you a little bit nervous. But anyway, Rocha. Oh, it's the bar. Wow, we've been much improved in the second half though. Much improved in the second half. It was even more surprising the way it started. But a couple minutes to go here. This would be a great win for us. As I said, in a massive game as well. Let's go defensive now. Let's try and hold on to this win. Alright, here we go. 4.5 minutes of added time. I've gone defensive. I can't believe this turnaround in the second half, to be honest. As I said, that first half was terrible. How we went into half time 2-2, I'll never know. But it looks like we might have won the game here. Get in there. How important might that be coming into the season? How important might that be? Get in. Especially with the way the second half started as well. I thought this game was going to really end in a big defeat for us. But a lovely end to the match. And somehow, despite starting the game like we did, we have won this game 4-3 in the end. Bit of a classic really, isn't it? And at the end, it's quite an even game, to be honest. They've had 3 more shots than us. Same amount of shots on target. The XG is fairly similar as well. Possession is quite close. Looking at the match stats, Liverpool slightly edged it, I'd say. But in the second half, we were much improved. And we were definitely at least good value for a draw in the end. And thankfully, our attack really did bail out our defence today. Also, taking Jimenez off, bringing on Vafali, seemed like a wise move. He had a good rating in the end. Same with Booth as well, so that is good. Acosta running things in the midfield here today, though, with a 9.5. He got 1 goal and 2 assists. And what a win that is. In the last episode, beat Wolves 2-1 at home late on. This time round, beat Liverpool 4-3 at home late on as well. Yeah, that is a very, very important win for us. That a great turnaround, as I said. A great second half, really, really, really great. We scored 2 goals in each half, but you know, I think it's safe to say we created much more chances in the second half as we did the first half, so that was brilliant. Remain clear of Liverpool then, with 4 points clear of Liverpool now. They still have a game in hand over us, of course, so still very, very tight. They win the game in hand, only 1 point behind us, but it was very important that we did win that game to keep up that gap from them. We're still 3 points behind Wolves. They managed to beat Southampton 3-0 at home. Not really a difficult feat, is it? They're sitting bottom of the league, so I was expecting that anyway. They got 2 games in hand over us. If they can drop points in one of their games in hand, then there's still a slight hope for a top 6 finish, but if they win both their games in hand, that's us done for a top 6 finish. But we still are chasing down a top 7 finish. And of course, we're still in the Europa League. And we are still in the FA Cup as well. Well, talking of the Europa League, I'm going to go play that game now off camera. Home to CSKA Sofia. We lead them 2-1 from the first leg. And as I said, I can't see us not winning that game, to be honest. Even if we draw the game we're going through, of course, I can't see us losing the game. It seems virtually impossible, to be honest. But hopefully it doesn't backfire. I'm going to rest all the players as well for that Man United game. Before I bring you back for the FA Cup quarter-final, though, guys, the draw for the quarter-final of the Europa League will take place immediately after that game. So I'll bring you back for that. And then we'll face Man United in the FA Cup quarter-final. Well, I was right about the CSKA Sofia game. We absolutely battered them 7-1 at home in that game. So we won 9-2 in aggregate in the end. And Edson scored 4 goals in the first 33 minutes. So thankfully, no upsets there. The only reason they scored as well was from a howler by Pau Lopez, which was rather annoying. He fumbled the ball, which was an easy catch at the edge of his area. And then Krastev had an open goal, basically. Other than that, it was a very sensational win. I wouldn't say we deserved to win 7-1, to be honest. It's not like it was a pure domination sort of game. CSKA Sofia are definitely not the worst team in the Europa League, that is for sure. But I would be lying if I said that it wasn't very comfortable. So we are through to the quarter-final of the Europa League. And that is why I brought you back, because we have the draws now for the quarter-final and the semi-final. Let's see what teams are left in the actual stage here. Well, we've got Celta Vigo, us, of course, Atlanta, Atletico Madrid, West Ham, Hamburg, Lazio, and Freiburg. What teams have we faced here? We faced Celta Vigo, who we beat in the Europa League phase. We faced Freiburg, who we lost to in the league phase, and of course, we faced West Ham in the league as well. To be honest, I'll take any of these teams apart from Atletico Madrid. I'll be happy with any team apart from Atletico Madrid. But now this is a stage where it starts to get, obviously, the bigger boys in the competition. But I'll be disappointed if we don't get through to the semi-final or final from this stage, to be honest. But anyway, let's start the draw. Let's select 3x speed. And let's start the draw. Who will we get? Who is the first team out? Celta Vigo, already beaten them this season, so I'll take them. I'll happily take them. Well, there you go. That's a quick draw. We face Celta Vigo in the quarter-final stage. I'm quite happy with that. I think the semi-final was after this as well, semi-final draw. Yeah, here we are for the semi-final draw, and of course the draw for the final as well. Atlanta, Atletico Madrid, you've got West Ham and Hamburg, Lazio and Freiburg. To be honest, I kind of want West Ham or Hamburg in the semi-final. Let's see who we get. Start the draw again. Celta Vigo, though, I'm happy with that. I wouldn't say it's easy, though. And here we are, out first again. Lovely. And who we got? Atlanta or Atletico Madrid. So that obviously means that if we get through to the final, we'll face either Lazio, Freiburg, West Ham or Hamburg. But either team we get in the semi-final, if we get through to the semi-final, of course, Atlanta or Atletico Madrid will be tricky. And of course, Celta Vigo will be tricky as well. But as I said, we beat them in this season already. Beat them 1-0 at home. It was only 1-0, but it was quite a comfortable win, to be honest. We had a better team in the game, that is for sure. So definitely got confidence about that. And those games come round rather quickly, don't they? Rather quickly. Anyway, in between these two games here as well, we just had our annual youth intake. Unfortunately, it wasn't great, but we do have one little potential player come through. His name is Matthew Thurgood, potentially 4.5 stars. And the reason why I like him so much is his determination. 20 determination is always a very nice attribute to see. He's a driven personality as well. Whether we'll see him feature in the first team in this series or not is a different question. Also, he's a bit older than the players usually come through. He's 16 already, about to turn 17 very soon, so that's interesting. How good will he actually become? But 20 determination is nice. Let's see how he'll develop. Anyway, guys, up next, we've got a big game. Our first time in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, and we've got Man United away from home. Okay, well, here we are. It's time for our first time in the FA Cup quarterfinal, and unfortunately, we've been given the short straw again. We've got Man United away from home. In the Carabao Cup, we got to the quarterfinal as well. We faced Arsenal away, of course, but we lost 4-1 very comfortably. Let's hope not for a repeat of that here, but this is going to be a tricky game for us away to Man United. Also, great news, Wolves dropped points in one of their games in hand as well. They drew at home to Leicester 1-1. Dewsbury Hall with an equaliser in the last minute for Leicester, so that was nice. They dropped points there. Gives us a little bit of a hope still for a top 6 finish. Anyway, for this game here today, as you can see, there's been a slight formation switch. I've gone back to a balanced mentality. I've also gone with 2 DMs in here. Ball midfielder on defending Guevara and a Segundo Volante with a Sugo as well. Also, I've changed the left back to fullback on support. Going a little bit more conservative here. Of course, we've got a terrible away record this season. And let's see if we can stay in the game for a bit longer with a formation like this, with a balanced mentality. In terms of the team sheet as well, Paul Lopez remains in goal, of course. De Jong right back. We've got Fafali left back today. Better defending, and also Andaquia picked up an injury, unfortunately, between the games. He's out for 3 weeks with a twisted ankle. Grana is suspended as well. Guardiola is cup-tied. Alphonse picked up an injury as well. He's back to training, but nowhere near fully fit. Also, Gonzalez picked up a slight injury as well. So, a fair few injuries since the last game there, which is a bit annoying. Moreno starts at centre-back as well, along with Jimenez. I'm a bit nervy about their striker up front, Fernino. He's got a hat-trick against us in the past. He's good in the air as well. So, that is why I've opted for Moreno at centre-back today instead of Fafali. Moreno is better in the air than Fafali, despite being a natural centre midfielder. And in the midfield, we've got Guevara and Asugo as 2 DMs. Acosta as attack midfielder. Then you've got Rocha and Mertens on the wings. And Koric up front. So even though Edson scored 4 goals there against CSKA Sofia, the front 3 we have at the moment of Rocha, Mertens and Koric, as you can see by the average ratings the last 5 games, they're doing pretty well. Can we cause an upset here today though? Away to Man United. Can we make it through to the FA Cup semi-final? Well, let's find out. Alright, well here we go, at home, away to Man United. Sorry, if it was at home to Man United, I feel like we'd have a bit bigger chance than this, to be honest. But the fact they're away from home, I don't give us much hope of getting through. But saying that, 14 minutes in, not much has happened so far. Keeping them quiet. Keeping ourselves quiet as well, though. They're dominating possession and definitely had the better of the chances. But 20 minutes in, we got our first highlight of the game. It's a free kick for us. Asugo with the most bizarre through ball to himself there. But anyway, we're still on the attack. Here's Guevara to Jimenez. Don't give the ball away, Jimenez. Not here. Alright, cool. Acosta. Guevara, shoot. Mertens, got to score. He might be offside, but I think he's onside there. What start to the game this would be? I think he's onside. I can see why it's going to VAR, but... oh, he's offside. I was wrong. He's offside. Thought it was a great start to the match, that. He looked onside to me. Let's check now. How offside was he? Yeah, he went miles offside, but it's clear that he was offside, so that's disappointing. Almost got a goal there against the run of play. But you know what? Way to the big boys this season. We're normally losing at this point in the game, so I'm kind of happy with it, although we're not creating any chances at all, to be honest. And Man United are dominating the game. Well, I wouldn't say they're dominating the game, but they're having the better of the chances. Still yet to see a highlight for them now. Will we see it now, though? Here is Seiwald. De Vonderson. They've got quite an experienced team, Man United here. They haven't really got too many regens, as you can see from all the names here. Antonio Silva, Seiwald, Vonderson, Rashford still, Fernandes, Fernino. Got an old team. Anyway, here they are with their first attack of the game. It could be 1-0. Good block there. Paul Lopez with a good save as well. That should be 1-0. Lopez did an absolute howler against CSKA Sofia, but he made a good save there. Man United in the corner though, Fernandes to take it. How is he still kicking about? How old is he now? He must be like 37 or 38. Well, they had the better of chances in the first half, but 0-0 at half time, I'll take it. Obviously, we should be doing a little bit better than this, but we've seen one big chance of them. Paul Lopez kept us in the game, so let's hope for a little bit more of the same in the second half. At the moment, it's 0-0, and I will take it. At this stage, does it still go to replays? I think it does. Yeah, if we can get a replay and play them at home, I'll be happy with that. Very happy with that, but... to be honest, I'm still expecting a loss here. Away from home, we haven't been great, as I said, especially away to the bigger teams. It's almost a guaranteed loss for us. And we're on the highlight straight away again. Here's Seiwald with the ball. It's a nice pass, to be fair, but I think the right back should have done a little bit better there, to be honest. Anyway, here's Vazquez, back to Mouserhund. There's Asako Nkili, who's a very highly rated wonder kid. At the start of the game, not anymore. He's definitely not a wonder kid anymore. He's much older than the wonder kid. Oh my word. Was that another great save from Paul Lopez? Did that hit the post? As I said, Fernino is good in the air. This guy, he's tore us apart on a couple of occasions, to be honest. That's why I tried to pick two centre-backs who are at least decent in the air. Unfortunately, we're missing Alphonse for today's game, who's a 6'7" giant. So that would have been nice, but at the moment it's worked out quite well. 30 minutes to go. Man United is a better team, but it's 0-0 still. Paul Lopez is keeping us in the game. As you see, we're 7.4. Good from him. You know, Dion can come off. We bring Buffon for him. Well, both wingers have been quite poor today, to be honest. You know what? Gonzalez is injured, isn't he? Bring Edson on. Bring Edson on for Mertens, though. Let's see what Edson can do. All right, 29 minutes to go. As I said, if we can force a replay here, I'll be happy with that. We were expecting this Man United to dominate the game, but we weren't expecting it to be 0-0 after 70 minutes, were we? Anyway, back on the highlight again. Here's Vonderson with the ball. Of course, if we go 1-0 down, I'll have to go a little bit more expansive, and then it could get a bit ugly. But at the moment, let's keep it the way it is. But it could be 1-0 right now, to be honest. Here's Fernino with the ball. The Fally wins it back. To then only just give it away very cheaply. Vonderson shoots. Paul Lopez with another good save. I think it was going wide anyway, but he made the save nonetheless. Corner for Man United. Anthony to take it. Another one is still playing here. As I said, got a very old team. It's cleared. Come on, boys. 20 minutes to go. It may get an extra time yet. I'm not entirely sure of the rules at this stage, to be honest. Anyway, here's Vasquez. Still on the highlight, Man United here. It's cleared again. We're kind of defending for our lives in a minute. Alright, 20 minutes to go. It's still 0-0. Make another couple of changes here, can't we? Roche has been poor. You know what? I'll bring on Gomez for him. Let's see what Gomez can do. And you know what? Pellegrini is back from injury. Let's put him up front as a target forward. Let's see what Pellegrini can do for us. 19 minutes to go. Come on. Big deal this. Getting through to the FA Cup semi-final will be massive for us. That's when you really can start thinking about winning the competition. 5 minutes to go. Couple minutes. Is that it? Oh, it's not a replay. It goes to extra time. Why is it not a replay? Anyway, we've kept a clean sheet up until this point, so that is nice. But it could be a goal in extra time. We shall see. I'm still not happy because we haven't created anything in the game. So let's see if we can actually create something in the extra time here. I don't want to go more expansive though, because we've done well so far. You know, I'm not making any changes to the team. Just keeping it the way it is. Can we hold on for penalties? Or just create one chance and score from it? 10 minutes into extra time. Nothing has happened as of yet. And now we finally get a highlight. Man United with the ball again. They've been the better team, as I said. Here is Van Axel Dongen. But to be honest, switching things up with the tactics for this game has worked to an extent. Obviously kept a clean sheet for 100 minutes against one of the better teams in the league. So that's nice. Whether we'll keep a clean sheet at the end is a different question, though. Here is Nico Williams. Edson wins it back, but we're still in our own half here. Oh, Costa. That's poor Costa. Oh, no. Here's Vasquez to Rashford. Still kicking about as well. To Van Axel Dongen. He shouldn't be scoring from there. He's hit the post, though. Still on the highlight. Here's Rashford with the ball. Anthony might still score. Paul Lopez there again. Mr. Consistent in this game, Paul Lopez. Turning up in the big games, isn't he? Look at that. Half time and extra time. 15 minutes to go. And we go to penalties. Come on. Defended well in this game. Defending really well. Still not over yet though. 10 minutes to go. We've got a free kick opportunity. Oh, my word. Oh. We had a great chance to counter him there. Is this the time? Is this the time when they deal the killer blow? Here's Martinez. To Vasquez. Rashford. Oh my word. What is that? Great deflection there. Great block, shall I say. Alright. Chance to counter. Here's Edson. We haven't seen much from us in the game, have we? Nothing at all, really. Oh, Edson, what are you doing? What's he doing there? What a donut. Edson, that is terrible. Gomez gets the ball back, though. Here's Guevara. Come on. Sugo. Out to Edson. Make amends, Edson. Make amends. Gomez! Get in. Get in there. Come on. Come on. Defended absolutely valiantly in this game. And we get one chance in the match in extra time. And Gomez with the goal. Come on. Are we going through to the FA Cup semi-final? Is there a chance for silverware this season? Edson. Take a little bit of deflection. Gomez is there just to tap it in the back of the net. Oh, we've got a highlight straight from that goal, though. Straight from kickoff. I'd like to start time wasting a little bit, but let's see this highlight out first. Oh, Moreno with good cover in there. Heads it back to Pau Lopez very easily. He throws out to Jimenez. I'm still waiting for this highlight to play out before I make any changes. Here's Booth with the ball. Can we make it 2-0? Back-to-back here. Can we make it back-to-back 2-0? Gomez again. Edson! Oh my word, what on earth has happened here in the last 2 minutes? Oh my word, we've been battered in this game. Defended so well. In the space of about 1 minute in the game, we have scored 2 goals. And those blokes are combined for both of them. Gomez and Edson, get in there. What on earth? Who was expecting this? Not me. 111th minute and 113th minute. You know what? Let's go defensive and let's hold on to this win. We're going through to the FA Cup semi-final. Well, there's still 7 minutes to go, so I shouldn't really be saying we're going through to the semi-final, but I've got a little bit excited, not going to lie. I've gone defensive now, though. I've also brought on Fernandes, who can't play DM, I can see. That's not great, is it? Guevara can play DM. Let's put Guevara back there. And put Fernandes in the defence. That'll do. Yeah, Fernandes and Paul are both on for Acosta and Asugo. Let's see if we can hold on here. If it goes 2-1, I'll get very, very nervous, but I can't believe what's happened here. You know, as long as you defend well against these big teams and create a couple of chances for yourself, you can kill them off. And look at that. We've cruised through to the end of the game here. And what a win in extra time that was. I was not expecting that. Look at that. 26 shots. 9 on target for Man United with 2.68 XG. And Pau Lopez had the game of his life in this one with an 8.3. I guess he is a goalkeeper you can rely on in the big matches. And what a defensive display that was. As I said, they should have scored a couple of goals. We kept in the game somehow, got the extra time, and back-to-back couple of goals there from Gomez and Edson. And we win the game 2-0. We are through to the FA Cup semi-final. Get in there. Well, what a great episode this was for us. We managed to beat Liverpool after starting off the episode terribly in a big match in the league. We got through CSK Sofia to the Europa League quarter-final, and we just beat Man United to reach the FA Cup semi-final. And now we have the draw for the FA Cup semi-final. Just 4 teams left, of course. For some reason, it's not letting me view the draw. As you can see here, view the draw. Nope, won't let me view the draw. Alright, I guess we're going to have to skip the draw. We're going to face either Man City, Chelsea or Brighton. I think it's safe to say the team I want in the semi-final is Brighton. Let's skip the draw then and see what happens, because we can't view the draw apparently. Let's continue. Let's see who we get. Man City. Of course it's Man City. Of course it's Man City in the semi-final, but we don't fear them. We just beat Man United in the FA Cup quarter-final. So we don't fear Man City, but look at that. Got some big games coming up again, haven't we? FA Cup semi-final and in a neutral venue now as well. So we've definitely got a chance there. But we are expecting Man City to win. But through to the FA Cup semi-final, our furthest, well, the quarter-final is the furthest we've ever been. So we've beaten that record already. Can't believe we beat Man United there 2-0. That was brilliant, that was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, in terms of the next episode, guys, well, I wasn't expecting an FA Cup semi-final, to be honest. So I think I'm going to bring you back for the second leg of the Europa League quarter-final. We're facing Celta Vigo at home. If we can draw this first leg away to them, I'll take that, to be honest. Even a 1-goal defeat wouldn't be terrible, of course. You know, I've got confidence in us beating anyone at home, to be honest. We're quite good at home. We're really good at home, actually. So, yeah, hopefully it's not too disastrous on the first leg. Also got to face Man United away again in the league. There we're looking for revenge, of course. Our next game is at home to Norwich as well. Really got to make sure we win that one. Got to make sure we win the Norwich game, because obviously, even though we just beat Man United 2-0 away, we're still expected to lose to Man United in the league, and still got some very tricky games coming up. But you know, there's actually a serious chance we can win silverware now for the season. We're through to the quarter-final of the Europa League. We're through to the semi-final of the FA Cup now as well. Can we win a major trophy with Portsmouth? I've won 5 trophies in the series here. 3 with Dover, 3 league titles, and 2 league titles for Portsmouth. Interesting enough, I've won the 6th tier, 5th tier and 4th tier with Dover, and the 3rd tier and 2nd tier with Portsmouth. So still yet to win a major trophy. Will that happen this season though? Oh, we shall see. But in terms of the next episode, guys, as I said, I'll bring you back very quickly. I'm going to play the new Norwich game, Celta Vigo, first leg, and Man United away off camera. And then I'll bring you back for the games at home to Celta Vigo in the second leg of the Europa League quarter-final, and then Man City in the FA Cup semi-final. So that is the end of the video, guys. Please remember that if you do like the video, hit that like button for me. It's really important for the video's success. And also, if you're new around here, do consider hitting that subscribe button as well. It'd really help me out, and it's much appreciated. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you for the next one.